And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, 17 carries, 64 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Try to get it to Woods. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns just to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of...
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ross. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's hit carry for Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And got his man complete. A gain of 37. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target. Third down here. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Now Dobbs. Able to find Isabella. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Dobbs gets past one man. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Dobbs, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Let's make these big.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A final shot before break. Dobbs, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Lott. Come on, Lott.
So a touchdown. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a simple... Water real quick, please. Thank you. All right, let's go. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Back to throw Dobbs. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Throwing on second down. Dobbs. And an alley to run. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Yeah, baby.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got... to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They run again with Breida, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Dobbs. He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Dobbs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bills have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk. Get over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They run with Breida, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Check.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
This is Breida. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. and 2. Dobbs, and that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Pittsburgh, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2.
Check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking. It up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Ay, ay, we need more, tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number. I do this for
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. On 2nd and 7, Dobbs. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 25 carries, 127 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They run with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here's Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Throwing his car on third down. He finds Ajayi. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On second and 11 now. Dobbs, and his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Dobbs. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Off the play fake. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Back to throw Dobbs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over first and 10. New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This is Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game. Goes for 20. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Carr going to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a second and goal. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Carr now to throw. He finds Door set. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5 now. Carr, and a catch good. It's Eifert. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more. Drive in before halftime.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the delay, here's Breida. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit halftime all even at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what you're getting.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
Jay's gonna go past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jay 76 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now a give to Breida, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. To throw on third down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Dorsett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Carr. Complete to Dorsett. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr looking for his tight end Eifert, and it's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dobbs. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day. That's it. Mike's 50, Let's go.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just